Well, we're going to give it a test. We've hooked up the motor, well, to the electric, and this is the drive rod. But I've been testing it, and it seems to want to slip out, and there's not enough torque to pull us back. So I've added some weight here temporarily, and some weight on the side of the bridge to counteract the tug on this side, so the bridge doesn't fall over that way. Because remember, it's just resting on here; it's not fixed in. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's see. Interesting. So there's some potential. As you can see, it works to some degree, but it's not realistic. The weights have definitely helped, and that means there's weight under here, there's weight on the side, which I could hide this under here if it becomes permanent, and this I can hide inside here. Do a lot of different things. But you can see it works in theory. Yeah, now that, see, it's too wild a pullback. So we're going to have to try to work on that. But, you know, in theory, now I can see why. I remember now, I never had a motorized unit. The kit probably came with a handle, which I could still do because the brass rod still goes through to the other side. I could put a mechanical handle and do it by hand slowly, and maybe sometimes that's the best. No, nothing wrong with that. I could also use this piece, which is, again, it's a rod from a clothes hanger. And this is some special piece, which is, I think, from remote control airplane. I wish I knew what the name of this piece was. But I might put this on so that it slides a little bit in case that lever arm is not exactly the perfect length. And I'll have to put some kind of screw or bushing and a screw coming out of this major wheel so that the rod won't come off. But the other thing is it goes way too high. But it's interesting. It's an ongoing project, and we'll see how it goes from here. Okay, well, I had to replace the metal arm, which is still here in good shape, but the problem with this metal arm is it would keep popping out of the big wheel. Otherwise, if it had stayed, it kind of worked, even though the thing was a little choppy. So I ended up making something out of sheet metal, similar length, and there it is. But the advantage is I could screw it in. I'm going to try to bolt it into the bridge and see where that takes us. Okay, I'm going to try to put this bolt in, which is another great thing that I got ages ago from Radio Shack. And Radio Shack's gone. Probably a victim of the internet, which kind of stinks. Because, you know, if you needed something, you could just go around the corner and get it. Seems like a little tight, but it might just work. I don't know if you could really see it. I can't really move this camera now, so you're going to have to follow from there, because it's... The legs for this camera are like something from Spider-Man. It's like Doc Octopus. Oh, this might be better than I thought. Well, it's wishful thinking at this point. Of course, this beam's in the way. Of course, it would have helped if when I made this, if I had made the tower removable. I mean, you could always take it off, but it's glued on, so it won't be too good. All right, I'm going to try to bolt this in, but you don't need to see all that. And I'll be back when it's in.